Okay, let's see. So we have both of the tails in order to get the mana reduction on the dash, plus we have the paw in order to give us an additional ground combo. But then, whose doll are we gonna use? I mean, oh, hey guys, how's it going? AMAC 50,000 here. Don't mind me, I was just working on my Croixleur Sigma speedrun. I've been trying to find the perfect equipment combination for hours now, but I am so close, and once I get it, nothing will stand in my way. I'll be an unstoppable armada of destruction. The enemies will just pee their pants and run rather than fight me. But before I do that, and before I destroy this game in front of its children, let me tell you a little bit about it. Croixleur Sigma is a hack-and-slash adventure game made for the PS4, Vita, Switch, PC, and presumably Breadbox. In it, you play as cute anime girls 1 through 4, and your goal is to either go up or down a tower. At its core, the game is a hack-and-slash adventure game where you go from one floor to another, defeating enemies and gradually getting stronger. Now, in some modes, floors do have minor environmental hazards on them, but for the most part, the only thing that's different from floor to floor is the floor's color. Now this may sound like a simple concept to many, and some may even be turned off by it, but don't knock it till you play it. The complexity of the game comes from its combat, and trust me, it'll keep your hands full. Here's how an average minute of gameplay usually goes. Got dash over here, kill the mage, dodge the big one's attack, dash back and hit a 3-hit combo him, use a special move to kill the flyers and continue the combo, mana burst to buy some time, switch swords before durability wears out, use my ultimate to kill the boss, ponder the purpose behind my meaningless empty life, wait, why are my insides over there? The combat is extremely fast-paced, and forces you to make various important decisions. Some of these decisions have to be made very quickly, such as what sword to use against which enemy, and where to position yourself on the map. Others you can take more time with, such as which route to take or what items to equip. Either way, the name of the game here is experimentation. As you play the game, you experiment more and more, and gradually you learn how to play more and more optimally. You find out what techniques work best against what enemies, what equipment has the best effect, what the fastest route is. I love seeing this in games, where it's the player's skill evolving rather than just a number going up. Here, even though there is equipment that gives you stat increases, you can only equip so much, so you have to determine what the best combination is. Do you sacrifice speed for durability? Do you sacrifice the extra crowns for extra combo hits? These are all things you're going to have to figure out in order to get the most optimal equipment set. Chances are that set will vary wildly depending on what type of player you are. My favorite thing about the combat, though, is just how much fun it is. Dashing around the screen, whacking enemies, it just feels so good. Not to mention the animation for the special moves adds a nice extra flair. Now, at the start of the game, things can be rather slow, with few enemies, but things go from 0 to 100 real fast. This game loves to flood the screen with enemies and force you to strategize how best to beat them. Some of my favorite moments from this game comes when it just flooded the screen with tons of bosses, enemies, and everything else, and then I had to defeat them all. The feeling of satisfaction you get from that is amazing. But is the game not fast-paced enough for you? Well, did I not mention there's also a time limit? Oh, and if you want to get the true ending of the story and unlock all the other characters, you'll need to go even faster. This game is very hard and pushes you to your limits, but it's never unfair. All of the enemies' attack patterns are very predictable, and you have plenty of tools to counter them. I have never had a single death in this game I didn't feel was my own fault, and that's saying something, since well, I've died a lot. Point is, you don't need to be someone with frame-perfect accuracy or incredible reaction speed to beat this game. God knows I have neither, yet I still managed to get 3rd place on the speedrun.com leaderboards for one of the story modes. Oh yeah, that's right, this game is a story mode. It's split into 5 chapters, 1 for each girl plus a final chapter. Like the stages, the story is pretty simple. Lucrezia and Francesca, God forgive me for those pronunciations, are going up the tower as part of a test, and Katrina and Sarah Annika, I'm going to hell, are going down the tower to save the world or something like that. Don't get me wrong, all the characters are very likable, and there's some great dialogue in between them. But the core story is really just designed to give a little bit of context of why players are going up and down a tower. Gameplay is definitely the focus here. There's also a handful of other modes. There's Score Attack mode, where you aim to get the high score, Survival mode, where you attempt to survive as long as possible, and Dungeon mode, where your weapons can actually break if you use them too much. Overall, there's a lot of bang for your buck here. If you really want to master the mechanics and get on the high scoreboards of all the modes, then you can spend nearly unlimited time on it. So if you're looking for a game with fast-paced action and a detailed combat system that's all wrapped in an absurdly high level of polish, then Croixleur Sigma is the game for you. There! I think I've done it. I've created the perfect being, an emissary of darkness that will roam across the universe, subjugating the worlds of a million stars. It's perfect. It's absolutely unstoppable. I mean, just look at it! Now I hath become death, destroyer of worlds.